Hello everyone, here Eucalyptus in a new podcast, and today we wanna talk about many cool stuff. I'm gonna show you some tips and tricks, something that you cannot miss. I am sure that you heard the name of Saint James Way, Saint Jacques de Compostelle in French, El Camino de Santiago in Spanish. Three names and it's the same route. You can start the route wherever you want, worldwide, but the ending is Santiago de Compostela in Spain. If you never heard about it, no problem, you can Google it and you will see that it's a route that passed through all Spain. So something really, really amazing that worldwide is known. Many people every year from season of spring until autumn is traveling to Spain, starting from different places, but basically the most common is starting from the French Pyrenees and go all north of Spain and finish in Compostelle, doing around 950 kilometers approximately. Yes, 40 days going straight. If you stop, depending your physical condition, you're gonna get a bit you're gonna need a bit more time. But this is not what we're gonna talk about. What we're talking today in this podcast is some tips and tricks regarding how to prepare and what you cannot miss if you want to do this amazing adventure. So, right now I am in the middle of my own adventure. I started my own Camino de Santiago in the Netherlands, and I'm gonna go until Compostelle and then in Finisterre. Finisterre is a lighthouse 80 kilometers farther than Santiago Compostela, and gonna be more than 2,500 kilometers. I started in winter, now we are in spring, and many things has changed. So I wanted to explain you what has changed in my backpack and what are those small details that most probably in internet you cannot find, and you need some advices as well at the same time. I'm gonna try to help you. Together, we're gonna make it happen. I'm sure that you're already training. Now, in terms of preparation of material, I am there. This is not the first podcast that I am talking about what is needed for the Camino Santiago, for St. James Way, for Saint Jacques de Compostelle. So let's have a look what is needed and how I prepared my backpack about it. Yes? Something important in Spain, in the Pyrenees, is mountains, 1,500 meters high, so it's a bit cold, even in springtime. And what is needed, and one of the first advices, is that the shoes, you can use boots, you can use trekking shoes, have to be in perfect conditions. So if you're one of those people that thinks that with your old shoes that are really comfortable, it's enough, not for this adventure, my friend. You want to stay 40 days on the road with different meteo conditions. The weather is crazy in Spain. You're going to get really warm easily, 25 degrees, warms up really quickly during the day. Gonna rain a lot. Is spring, and you have to get prepared. So something like this. Gore-Tex, I have a specific podcast that I'm talking about this specific model that, in my opinion, is one of the best of the market, is a yes or yes in your preparation for the trip. Then, it's something that I did in the middle of my journey. I changed my shoes because it's needed. Without a good grip and protection, it's not breathable. The foot, something that we have to really protect our feet for all this change of weather. Then something that I changed as well, as you remember, in my previous podcast, I was showing a down jacket. In my opinion, in spring, I remove it. What I did is in Bordeaux, that is half of the way of my trip to getting closer to the Pyrenees. I check the things that I didn't need. I put it together and I send it to my home. So I went 2 kilos weight lighter, something that I don't miss it. I don't miss it at all. So originally I started my adventure with 17 kilos. Now it's 15. Top to start my journey in the French Pyrenees. What I changed is the down jacket to something like this. Is a brand Mammoth, as you know, is something really light as well. something that isolate me and protect me of the bad weather. Of course, something to handy to protect the head, protect from wind, protect from from bad weather. Is guaranteed because it's a high-tech jacket. So also you can have a look high special jackets and these kind of materials that are really light, breathe are really breathable because are prepared for mountain people, for climbing people, and is exactly what we need in springtime. So if you have to decide between something a bit heavier and thicker or lighter and thinner, in my opinion, this is Spain, even if sometimes can be really cold. Go to the thinner because in terms of carrying extra material, these extra grams you're gonna appreciate. You don't need to carry it at all. And I did this change from the down jacket to this light jacket, light rain jacket from the brand Mammoth. Then what I did, I start with, as you know, this thermic shirts with 5. I reduced it considerably and now I have 3. Why? Because in Spain, also what is typical as a pilgrim is that every day you are changing the location, usually, and you have the possibility also to clean yourself and arrive between 2 and 3 in the afternoon. You have light until 9, 10. It means that you can clean your own clothes almost on a daily basis and you can put it to dry in the sun. Something that is really a tip, and you're gonna say, Eucalyptus, you're crazy. Clips, don't miss 5, 6 clips. It's not heavy at all, really small ones. And why? Because you're gonna see many people that after the journey, you wake up at 6 in the morning, you have breakfast before 7. You start walking, you do your 4, 5, 6, 7 hours during the day, and then you arrive to the new verge, the new house. You do the checking, etc., etc. You have a shower, you eat something, and then you clean yourself. You have to clean your clothes. So with 3, in my opinion, is more than enough. The same goes for underwear and for socks. For socks, I keep 4 pairs of socks and 3 pairs of underwear. It's a bit extreme. You're gonna say, wow, it is not really much. It is not really much, but you're gonna appreciate, don't need to carry this extra. It's not about hygiene because believe me, I really take seriously the concept of hygiene, but it's not needed. At the end, you're gonna be cleaning in a daily basis. Every 2 days is something that you can do and you can dry it and everyone does it. And in Spain, the majority of the time is sunny, and you will see that it's something that many people does, and it's one of my advice. Then I changed one of the trousers that I had, hiking trousers. I started with 2 trousers and the typical pyjama. I keep the pyjama. There's people that go with leggings. That is an option for the night wise. In the night, they're gonna use this shirt and then a legging. No problem at all. I reduce in terms of space and weight the pants, and I am using a normal pant for the brand Triangle as well. Yes, not really thick. And here the secret. I like clever material, and this is a zip that you can convert this short in one that goes in the level of your knees. So 2 in 1. This kind of material is the thing that you need. One of these would be enough. I bring 2 just in case. Also, in the afternoon, evening is good to socialize and go to have a beer or some wine. You meet a lot of travelers worldwide, and I like to use something also as a bit of casual, just if I go to have a beer with someone else. So I bring 2 pants like this, and then something that in winter is not needed. Now, yes. Maybe you find a nice river. Maybe there is a house one day where you can have a small swim in the swimming pool, or you feel it, and it's 20 degrees or 25 degrees at 12, and you want to have your trip in with small pants. Also is an option. I bring one. The concept here is that try to minimize as much as you can. Even if you think that is extreme, it's never extreme. Yes? So are the things that I've been reducing, as I told you, 2 kilos between the 17 that I started in winter time in February until now. And now in May and June, as you can imagine, the conditions change because in the Netherlands, Belgium, and France is quite flat. And now we're going to be in a mountain, so the situation changed and requires all these kind of changes in terms of material. Something that I didn't use in winter time and now I need it, and you have to invest. Ta-chan! Yes, my friends, it is needed. Even if you are not one of these people that have it or is used to sunglasses, I am not one of these guys, especially I don't use it because I live in the Netherlands and in there the sun is not much powerful. I invest. I went to Decathlon, I invest, I check the different levels of protection. I went to the maximum, I spent 35 euros, not much, and apparently protect me from all the all the I will say tomorrow protects me from the sun. Yes, that is the most important. So I keep it here because it's cool. To do Camino Santiago, invest, is not heavy at all, and you need to protect your eyes. You're gonna stay in highs, 1,500, etc., and during your way, you need it. Then, something that you cannot miss neither. And you're gonna tell me, this I don't want it. It's fine. I suggest magnesium. I will not explain you all the benefits, you can Google it by yourself, but I started 5 already. I invest not much, 10, 12 euros in a good magnesium, and for a month I'm gonna take once a day 1 pill of this, and this is for the fatigue, and this is for the recovery of my muscles. So I recommend, it's not heavy at all, it's not expensive, and it's a plus. Perhaps it's intangible, you will not notice, but it's working in your body. So gonna be for those people that is not used to do big efforts. Remember that you're going to stay 30, 40, 50 days doing 20, 25 kilometers in conditions that we are not used to that. So our body have to get resources from everywhere. And if we don't eat and we don't sleep really good, this is going to help us a lot. Also, it helps to relax and to sleep at night. As you know as well, the Camino Santiago, a part of being socializing, also is something that is cool, is that you're going to meet many people, and at night you're going to sleep probably in places with 20 other people, and 20 other people are going to make noises. You know what I mean? So you have to be tired, ensure that at night you are tired, and if some extra help make you relax and sleep before others, this is an extra point for you. Remember me. Then, of course, I started the adventure long time ago with Vaseline. Please start using it. You can Google it. This is key. I've been using it since the beginning, and every day a bit of massage and between the fingers. No explanation needed, right? This we need it too. I will not tell you why, but spend 20, 25, 30 euros in a good one, and you're gonna appreciate it. Then, of course, shoes are new, old, the socks are good, are not good. It's 25 degrees, it's raining for 3 days in a row. You get pain in your fingers, you get pain in your sole, you get pain in everywhere, but your feet is the most important. Without your feet, you are not going anywhere. Believe me, it's the most important part, your feet. And you have to treat it like it was the most important thing in the world. During 50 days, you have to take care of your feet daily, 24/7. I invest in this, and this you can put it if you have pain. One of the biggest problems is that during long journeys depending the shoe or the boat that you are using, the variability that you have in your shoe sometimes is not good enough, and the friction between the fingers, something that is totally normal, is getting, even if you don't feel it, is touching each other, and because the friction can happen, that appears. So yeah, soreness and situations that are uncomfortable. This you can find it in the pharmacies, and is a protector that is like a plastic that you put it over your feet when are sensitive, and is the key. Cost, yeah, I don't know, between 10 euros. And even if you are the first day okay and you don't have problems, and you think that this is bullshit, okay, you're gonna remember me. So the first day you have to have it in your first aid. Keep it, and if the first days you start feeling, once you finish your journey, that you have your fingers a bit red, sensitive, and start scratching or burning, time to start using it and preventing. Prevention is the key. Yes, and then in Spain we have credit cards, of course, but what I recommend all of you is have something separate like this with some cash. Yes, some cash and some coins. Yes, maybe in the middle of the nowhere you're gonna find a small shop that they don't admit credit cards because they are a really small business, or a machine. Coins, my friends, and that's all. I use this to get protected, and I have credit card, I have my identification, and that's all. We don't need anything else with these two. And if you have your insurance, health insurance, like me, we keep it here, and c'est fini. We don't need anything else. Yes. Basic things. Tachan. This is a yes or a yes. I'm looking you in the eyes. You need this. In many places, they are not giving you towels, they are not giving you anything to cover, and we're talking that it's already spring, and in the majority of the places, it's not really cold. So with this kind of travel shed, you can survive easily. You put inside, sometimes the conditions of these houses are not as expected in the beginning, you have to get used. And this is a win-win for everyone in terms of hygiene, in terms of security. Here you put you inside and you are protected from bugs or from small insects that can appear during the night. And that is the things that I wanted to show you. I think that that's all. Many things, many small details. We've been talking around 15 minutes, and these are the majority of the things that for me are key for the St. James Way, for long journeys. And I'm looking forward to know a bit more how it's going on in my trip. You can keep following me in YouTube, Instagram, etc. I hope that you like it, that you learn some tips, that you're gonna remember some of the things that you thought that will not be relevant and at the end are relevant. And believe me, everything that I show you are useful things based in experience. It's not about I read in books and now I'm creating a video, that's all. It's based in experience. So I wish you a really good adventure, and take care, and see you in the road. Ciao, ciao.